Yeah, you know what? Can you hear my voice? Because it's probably just the frequency, but that was a unreleased track with Chad the Maverick and your boy on the Taurus. Oh wow, so this shit is muffled. That's why. Hello. Can y'all hear this? Every time you leave, you come right back. When I look at it like a bite back, you know you can never live without that. Yeah, I put that ass to sleep like you knew I would. After the nightcap, hit you with the morning wood. You say you love how I grow it and I show it. I walk it like I talk it. I'm a scholar and a poet. Is it a big pun if I say you make me grow up? Not a player, I just crush a lot. I wanna get to know you. I love the way you move it towards me and how you walk in. Turn the lights off, now our bodies talking. Voluptuous, you're so scrumptious. Pardon my manners, I'm tryna hurt it. Call the right place, I'm a magic man. Play one time, she gonna love it this time. She'll never forget this time. Wish you like a genie with more time. She be down. I got the magic. If I hit it one time, you gasp it. Then I hit it two times. When I hit it three times, oh baby, you'll say I have to make you mine. Ain't you like that? Like that. Every time you leave, you come right back. When I lick your cat, you like to bite back. You know you can never live without that. Yeah. Never knew love until I found you. Now all I wanna do is be around you. You love how I blow your mind and astound you. Make love to you in the room soundproof. First I make you moan, then I make you beg, make you shake your legs, then you give me talking with your hands, your hips, making sentences, touching you with crime, take me straight to sentencing.
Voluptuous, you so scrumptious. All in my madness, I'm trying to.
Shout out to Chad the Maverick. He murdered this hook. This song is coming out soon. I got the Taurus EP almost finished. Shout out to Blue Flame Integration. She gifted me this shirt and this hat and shirt for my birthday. I love it. Yeah. 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 Okay, I tried playing it first from these Samson speakers right here. And like you said, it was just so I played it from the smaller speakers. Yeah, shout out to Chad the Maverick, man. And happy birthday. Let's wish happy birthday to Saint Valentine. You know, shout Chad, you might wanna holler at Devin. But yeah, other than that, shout out to Majestic Magi. That track is coming off of the Taurus mixtape. I don't know if y'all saw me. I was in the studio. I was recording that. I might re-record that verse, but if you stay tuned at the end of the ceremony, I might play a couple more unreleased tracks. Okay, that one was number 5. Right after the track I got with the Big Body High Priestess. I don't know if y'all heard Bruja Love. I know I previewed that before too, but yeah, y'all, I got some new music on the way. We go back to the studio too. What does it mean when you have a new moon on your birthday? It's cool. I mean, it doesn't have to mean more than it does, but I like to see it as a significant omen. You're starting a new cycle during your solar return. So what it really means is if your solar return has a new moon, which actually that happened for me. My solar return was on a new moon. As a Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio rising this year, so I'm an 8th houser and I'm a transform. So what it means for both of us is this new year, something brand new is gonna happen. You're literally starting something completely new, and it's gonna be exciting. It's an Aries vibe. But other than that, ladies and gents, welcome to this ceremony. All right, this is your host, the Peace Dealer. Shout out to Kurt Khan. His Planet Watcher is down. Otherwise, I'd go into the Peace Mobile. But this, of course, is the Psychic Energy Signature Initiation. And all you need for this ritual is a glass of water. Huge shout outs to the Gem Goddess. She been killing it. She been killing the fucking game. I'm not even gonna lie. You pick a card readers, me to fucking chill. All right, the Tarot Priest, Shanetta, Gem Goddess, okay, freaking Greet Tarot, the Big Body High Priestess, you two, okay, y'all need to stop dragging niggas. Alice, you one of my favorites now too. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop being so accurate. It is at some point you're too accurate, and it's just like, nah. I'm not supposed to be getting my feelings hurt or dragged, or I'm not supposed to be getting too detailed information. I just wanted to watch it just to have fun, and now I feel like I know all the answers. So shout out to the Gem Goddess though. She recently uploaded a video about the quickest and easiest way to manifest, and she's been as well. I know Aaron Daughtry also spoke on this. A lot of YouTubers have spoke on this or over the past decade, but to see it make a resurgence like I did with her video was really dope. So we're gonna actually do that. It's perfect for Cancer season. All you need is a glass of water, and here's the deal. Basically, it's a God water ritual. We are going to start this new cycle establishing the psychic energy signature that since the full moon in Capricorn you've built and established through the moon in Aries, where you felt the identity of this energy signature. So last week when the moon was in Aries and you were feeling hella irritated, please comment the word irritation, if like last week when the moon was in Aries, you were hella irritated. Like, not, in fact, you might have been, this is really vague because you may have been irritated every day. So that was a Barnum statement, I'll admit. But like, if the moon in Aries, you are more irritated than normal, that's a good sign. You're feeling pressure, you're feeling a square. If people had you fucked up, the reason for the irritation is you are having to deal with people identifying and labeling you as something that clashes with who you know you are and feel inside. So like it's like you feel that you're the next CEO, but someone's trying to jab you and be like, "Oh, how's your little business?" Right? Even though they don't know the work you're putting in. But outside, and that's a horrible example, right? But like, you know, this is coming around to start this cycle where you're establishing the feel of your superpowers that since the full moon in Capricorn, you not only used and then sparked in Aries, but now you're establishing deeper before it goes. And remember, the fuel is Cancer, right? And so Leo is going to glow this up, the source. And then you're going to be on the red carpet and it's going to be glamorous. And yeah, there's going to be people talking shit. You might have a Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, you know, fight. So I might throw a slipper. It's going to be so badass. It's going to be so awesome. And then the press, Saturn's going to be opposite and they're going to have press and news to promote the event. Like, oh, there was a fight that broke out, even though it really wasn't a fight. I hate when people say celebrities fight and it's really just like an altercation. Call that motherfucker an altercation or like a verbal conflict. Stop calling it a fight. Especially if fists don't get, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can scream and y'all call me violent, but I'm just talking. Like, that's how sensitive people purposefully act nowadays. YouTuber was violent on video. And it's like, first of all, the definition, shout out to Kwame Brown. The definition of violence is I have to hit you first. And I've gotten a woman pregnant just off a lie. She said I got her spiritually pregnant, but I don't think I've actually like hit somebody with my words yet. I don't think I can't, but if I can get someone spiritually pregnant, I'm sure I can mollywop you with my words, but that don't mean I'm violent. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Be very mindful of these words here. But yes, if we're going to break down this water ritual really quick, all we're going to do, first of all, you don't drink normal water anymore. That's done. Now you drink God water. You drink almighty water. And that's this ritual, the almighty God water ritual. Okay. We're going to take any type of water and then we're going to infuse it with your energy signature. And you are either a man or woman. When I say man, I don't mean like man, but you are either, you know, a human, which is an unawakened God, or you're a God, which is an awakened human or human. Okay. And so don't use toilet water. And so keep this in mind because you're going to take this inner energy signature that you've cultivated and we're going to charge the water. We're going to connect all our energy together and we're going to charge the water with what you want to manifest. And you can have a whole list of everything you want to manifest. And you're going to say it present progressive. All right. For you ladies out there, I'm with my soulmate who has chiseled 8-pack abs and he's feeding me grapes, telling me how I'm more sexy than all the Instagram models. And he don't even look at the Instagram models on his page or on the street because he's just so focused on me. And you're going to charge that. You're going to be like, I'm this. And then we're going to all drink that water. And the thing is, you're going to save that water and then you're going to drink a sip every day. If y'all want reference to that video, okay, then you can personally watch it on the Gem Goddesses channel. It's very recent. If you're not able to do this now, okay, if you're ready to do this now, then okay, that's weird. If you're ready to do this now, if you're not able to do this now, then you can just come back tomorrow. We're gonna have this recorded. It's a time capsule. You'll be straight. I have a jar of moon water from the Cat Full Moon. That's perfect. But just keep this in mind, okay? Honestly, you can use any liquids. I prefer water, but yeah. this isn't something you want to drink all at once. I already did this with like a huge jug. So you can do this as much as you want. You really want to do this with a water bottle that you can sip every day. Repetition and consistency, so that every time you sip this, you're sipping this in. You can call this delusional optimism. Shout out to Colby. You can call this delusional. This is a new moon trining Neptune and Pisces. So opposite Pluto, it's no longer, we're not playing this halfway game where we like believe in science, but sometimes believe in spirituality. Science is not separate from spirituality. Science is magic. The science you were taught in schools is fake fucking science. You can still believe in, and like, I'm not trying to say that the years and decades of research institutions that perfect theorems, because they're all just theories. They're all just theories, but perfect real clinical experiments with controlled variables. Like I used to study electrical engineering. I've taken chemistry, I've taken biology, I've taken all the math classes. Calculus 2 is the fucking devil. You have to actually calculate the derivative of like bi and trinomial functions. I would never wish that on my worst enemy. I've taken calculus 3. That was evil. I've taken differential equations. Differential equations is so monstrous. Everyone in our class failed the test, and the teacher still gave us an A because he curved it. Like, even he knew this shit was crazy. So like, you know, I don't like to flex my education, but it may be easy for me to say something like this, and people will be like, well, he's not educated. That's why I think, no, bitch, I've taken more math classes than you. I've learned about circuit theory. I've taken fucking digital signals and analog signal classes. I got an A in that bitch. I never really took advanced electrical engineering because then I transferred to business, and then I graduated in communications. So I've been a professional student my whole life. I've been in school for 10 years. I've taken journalism classes in Kansas University. All right, I learned about earned media. I've taken business classes, accounting. I've taken communications. Like, your boy is well knowledgeable. And I know enough to know that, one, even though I got my college degree, I would not recommend any of you go to college. If you're not studying medicine, if you're studying medicine, if you're studying law, if you're studying like engineering, okay, go find a good college. Find a good school that will give you that degree. If you're doing anything else, don't waste your fucking time. It's the 2020s. I got a degree just so I could tell people, look, I did it, and I got it from my mama. That's it. I dropped out of school the Kanye way, made $100,000 doing what I love to do, became Magic Mike, and then just went back to school, got my degree because my mom wanted me to. Okay, but I will never, like, if some of you are still caught up on should I go to school or not, if you're in your 20s, don't waste your fucking time unless you know what you want to do and you know the college has a good curriculum, then do it. I think university is amazing. I think, you know, paying for university is a scam. It's a fucking scam. Education should be free, but it is what it is. Don't be afraid to follow your dreams. I did that, and it worked out for me when everyone said that it wouldn't. So, all right, you know, you got me on your side. If you need any encouragement, don't let these people finesse you. But I just wanted to let you know, like, I'm an educated young Negro, and I know that most of the science I've been taught is fucking bullshit. Okay, it's fucking bullshit. Chemistry, biology, physics, especially. Gravity does fall at 9.8 meters per second squared, but you have to also understand that those calculations are based on a material realm theoretic model. They don't take into account spirit. They don't take into account soul. They don't take into account the etheric realm. They don't take into account the causal realm. Niggas don't even know their moon sign. Okay, so basically, this is all based off of a theory of gravity. Gravity has not even been proven. This is why this is the awakening, because you're awakening to understandings of your own energy that are not even acknowledged by science. Some of you are realizing your star seeds and the fundamental flaw of science, even though a lot of the calculations are real. I mean, and this is why when you argue with the scientists, they will hit you with rhetoric. They're not telling you the truth. They're hitting you with rhetoric. They're going to give you facts, but they're not going to give you the truth. All right. Facts can be an enemy of truth. It's a quote. Let's welcome Malibu to the $1 billion vibe tribe. They're going to give you facts, right? They're going to give you what they've calculated, but the conclusion they derive from those facts is not the truth, B. These people will tell you that ghosts don't exist, but I'm a medium. Okay, I've actually channeled. I won't say channeled, but I know this is real. I have Moon on Neptune. I communicate with the dead every day. And if you're a Scorpio, congratulations. That's literally what you do all the time, whether you want to admit it or not. Okay, and if you're a Scorpio, Sun or Moon that still is not giving into their powers, stop it. Uranus is opposite you, so you have no choice. Some of y'all want to like not necessarily fit in, but you're popular, but you're psychic as fuck, and it's like you know what I'm saying. Like you can't make it both work. Sorry, it is what it is. I'm looking at you, Scorpio. Some of y'all think you're slick as hell. You be hiding I hate y'all sometimes. Y'all be trying to act like you don't have psychic abilities, like it's a coincidence or a synchronicity. Like, oh yeah, I just coincidentally hit you up when you were about to do this, not because I'm psychic as hell and I basically astral projected and saw everything you're doing like I do all the time, but just because, it's just a cool. Now stop it, Scorpio. Stop it, Sagittarius. Stop it, Capricorn. Stop it, Aquarius. And lose my number, Pisces. Pisces, it is what it is. So other than that, this is why I'm saying you are the most revolutionary individual. You are science. You're magic. Your everyday experience adds to this puzzle piece of scientific discovery sciences, which is really just a body of knowledge. So there's a science of everything. Okay. There's even a science of douchebaggery, a knowledge of what it means to be a douchebag. But outside of that, okay, we're going to do this water ritual. It's very important that you program your intent into this water. Yeah, you like that. I had to hold on. I had to bring out I can show you my transcript. I've been to 4 different universities. I had to give the ethos real quick because some of y'all think I just talk shit. And I don't like to boast about that. I don't like to be like, oh, I'm from this school, because I don't think it means anything. I can't stand people who put on airs because they went to this Ivy League school or that school. Bitch, I could do what you do. I graduated with the 2-3. You know why? Because I skipped class every day. I didn't even go to class. It was the dumbest shit ever. And that's not cool. I was just in a place where I was conflicted. Like, I don't want to go to school and like, I want to do what I want to do. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even study for tests. I would just go to class that day, learn the material and get a C, B, or A. Like, if I really wanted a 4.0, I could have gotten a 4.0 easy. I just don't believe in the school system. Like, it was a waste of my fucking time. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I just had to share that because some of y'all are still hesitating on whether to really trust the fake science that's being shoved down your throats and your children's throats when they should be being taught about their starseed origin. They should be taught about astrology and how to use economics with astrology, science with astrology, because astrology is the one true science. It is what it is. But other than that, thank you. Other than that, okay, I still love education. My biggest passion, I've always wanted, when I was a kid, I thought I was supposed to be a store clerk, but my biggest passion was always teaching. So I'll build a university. I'll definitely teach at a university. It's time we innovate the schooling structure. That's North Node, 9,000 Aquarius, in my destiny anyway. But other than that, here's a few things to understand. Moving forward, it's life or death. We're in the Pluto opposition. So if you notice, the attempts that are being made to control you and to lie to you moving forward are going to be intense. Everything was setting up to this. And now they're going door to door, but that is the least of your worries. Everyone around the world is activating psychic ability, and some people are evil as shit. And so they're going to, if they use their regular abilities to do evil, what do you think they're going to use their psychic abilities for? But you're awakening too. And so this is going to foster a sense of psychic self-defense where Pluto opposite this new moon is asking you, hey, you have superpowers now. Make sure everything you do is in integrity or I'm going to kill you. And that's facts. And trust me, there's worse death than physical death. The Pluto will make it so that you'll wish for physical death. Physical death is not the worst thing. There's death that's worse than physical death. There's certain transformations that you don't want to end. And here's the science behind this. Cancer is the high priestess. When you get initiated into a craft of Palomayombe Santeria, which 2012, I got initiated in Palomayombe in Puerto Rico. Shout out to the Puerto Ricans. I forgot what side of it was. I remember we drove from San Juan like to the edge of the city where the beach was. I wish I remember what it was called though. And their pizza over there is very interesting. It's very like runny. But other than that, yeah, what I learned around that time is as a high priest, as a high priestess, when you're a babalawo, you can't just get angry at people. If you get mad at somebody because you're working directly with spirits and because the vibration of your aura is more powerful, someone can get into a car accident because you were thinking negative thoughts about them. And so the high priestess and the high priest has to isolate themselves. This is why Cancer is the homebody. They have to purify their vibrations so they can be a holy conduit of God. And even if they hate somebody, they can't really express that. They have to control their feelings because, you know, and every water sign knows this is true. Every Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces lives this. Like they won't tell you. But Scorpio takes it to another degree. Scorpio's like, bitch, I can death stare you right now. Like, I don't hope you know the Scorpio risings and Scorpio will just give you the death stare, and then something bad is happening to you that day. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you do. Maybe you can find a Gemini or an Aquarius to get rid of the spell, but like, would you make it to them alive? I don't think so. So like, you know, don't piss off the water signs. But I mean, the only one that can piss water signs off without repercussion are air signs, and I wouldn't even recommend that either. So it is what it is. All right. Other than that, be very mindful because you know, this is shout out to Crazy Bull. Shout out to motherfucking Crazy Bull. This is she's a new part of our team, by the way. So make sure you hit her up on clearsightconsulting.net. All right. Personally though, I want to explain once again the significance of this ritual we're doing. You're not just drinking water. You're like the gem goddess said in her video, you're going to be chanting present progressively who you are. And we want to center this more to your character because it's Cancer and what you wish for, right? What you want. You're going to charge this and say it until you feel it. This is the key, until you feel that it's real. Then you've charged the water. Okay. Then you can go down the list with what more. So as I'm talking, I want you to write down on a piece of paper or in your head and heart what it is you want to charge your water with. Shout out to the Puerto Ricans. Shout out to the Dominicans as well. Boom. And shout out to the Haitians as well, too. All the islanders. Shout out to y'all and the indigenous people all over the world. I saw the dopest meme ever. It says something about you know, sometimes instead of worrying about who you're going to be in a relationship with or marry, maybe you should just give indigenous people their fucking land back. Psych. Don't worry. That's the next decade in the revolution. Be very mindful, though, because with the collapse of authority and structure with Pluto and Capricorn, it's going to be a little crazy coming into 2024. And this is where, starting now, you have to be square on who you are. Not who you're with. Who are you for real? Like, if every single person, Pluto opposition and Saturn King Kongs wants to ask, if everyone was against you, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Some of you are mother, father, sister, brother, teacher. Okay, but these are roles you are for other people. Who are you for yourself? I got that from an Instagram video I saw. Who are you for yourself? Who are you? Okay, and this Cancer season cycle is not only going to answer that, but once you figure that out with the full moon in Aqua, you're going to step onto the red carpet, new moon in Leo. We're having 2 full moons, and this is going to change everything. So what's going to make this happen instantly? What's going to happen is we're going to have the new moon in Cancer, and then this is going to go into Leo. All right. The moon's going to go into Leo, and that second house of manifestation to the Cancer sun will manifest supernaturally quickly. The reason why it's going to be supernaturally quickly is because we're coming close to 400 people live. So whereas before you would just charge your water individually, you're going to connect with 350 plus people who are also going to be doing this at the same time, which is going to exponentially supercharge what it is you are intending. And so when you drink this water, it's going to have an accelerated shift. So really, really keep that in mind. The more people who are joining this live, the more who will add so much to this. Shout out to Anita. Shout out to all of y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I tried this the other day, and you could call it placebo, but that water tastes different. That water tastes different. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Majestic Magi. I actually charged it with her wand that she gave me. She's Pisces Sun. All right. Cancer Moon, Scorpio rising. So I did a water ritual with this super water wand, and it did it for me. And honestly, ever since I've been drinking God water, the intention I put for my God water was that it's gonna awaken more the latent energy within me, or the God power within me. And then I saw Teal Swan, which Teal, you're the fucking truth. Thank you, Teal Swan. I doubt you'll ever see this, but like, thank you for your service. When I realized you were a Gemini, I was like, or when you represented Gemini, I was like, no wonder. And she's a Destiny Gemini, so she got the North Node. Yeah, let's give love for Teal Swan. A lot of people be I don't even know what they say about her. I don't care, but she is fucking legit. So, I was hearing all this stuff about awakening latent Kundalini energy, and then Teal was like, no. Your Kundalini energy cannot be latent. It's life force. So you don't really have latent energy within you. You have resistance. And so you have to release resistance. And this is what this new moon is going to help do very powerfully as you really rise this up. She really is a guy. I think she's a Capricorn moon. If she's not, she's an aqua moon. She kind of strikes me more of an alien Gemini. Like, she's way too knowledgeable. So I think she has an aqua moon. But if she doesn't, she has a Cap moon. And I don't really mind. She's an aqua moon. I knew it. She had to have been an aqua moon, because it's like she has too much knowledge, and she's not from here. She's not. I don't care what anybody says. She's not from here. I know she's not from here. She like Morgan Freeman. She got the aqua moon. You know what I'm saying? Gemini. Morgan Freeman is God. So like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, man. Your life force energy is creation. Hey, I'm just being honest, okay? Tell the motherfucking truth. So yeah, she's a cosmic celestial truth. That's what the aqua moon I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being so serious right now. But yeah, shout out to her. Her YouTube is Teal Swan. That video changed my whole life on the low. I'm not gonna lie. It just kind of confirmed what I knew, but I was and now I was like, is this how I am? Is this the Gemini feeling I get with y'all? Because I fucks with Geminis, yo. Shout out to Gemini, but I'm biased. I fucks with every side. So other than that, this is very important, because once again, Khalil just said it. You can reawaken your DNA of past lives during this new moon. He just nailed it. As I'm saying this, please just meditate and come into more so this energy of what you want to manifest and who you are. You want this to be more so, and as you do this, feel your energy signature. If you don't know what your energy signature feels like, that's perfect. You're starting a brand new cycle. So you're planting the seeds into this. Just set the intention to understand. And for those of you like me who are earth and water and are heartless and have no feelings, I mean, we feel, but not really. But we do. It's weird. I be thinking I feel, and then I realize I'm thinking about feeling instead of feeling. And I would be thinking, and then I feel it's like more a reaction, right? Or an instinctual, or I'd be mistaking feelings for like a sexual instinctual energy. But this is definitely gonna open up so much more feeling. Okay. Lee Irwin, I love a reading. If you have time in lockdown in Sydney, perfect. I still have my miracle sale. So for those of you who are interested in the life-changing miracle that Jupiter and Pisces will induce during Cancer season, go to my website until July 27th. I have the 50% off consultation sale, Miracle. If you write in the notes life-changing miracle, I will make sure to provide detailed analysis of where Jupiter is retrograding in your chart, where Cancer is in your chart, and the life-changing miracle that's going to induce. Let's say you're a Sagittarius rising. Well, Cancer is your 8th house, but Pisces is your 4th. So you're going to have a life-changing miracle in understanding your divine origin as your relationships with others transform, because you're fueling this sense of your inner security to magically transform your connections with other people. And this life-changing miracle is going to bring more confidence and the boundaries drawn, how you deal with others, and utilize your supernatural magic ability with other people. So it's almost like an unveiling, right? But I don't want to go too in. This is really awesome as well, personally, because this new moon we're having has Jupiter still in Pisces. So this is going to really be a good look, even if it's not exactly trining. Thank you, J-Lo. All right. Shout out to all of you who've had readings with me. I have not yet had a consultation that was mid. Like, they're so awesome. The dopest people book consultations with me. I wonder if it's a law of attraction thing, but I don't even consider this a job anymore, because the average consultation is both of us on the phone like, oh my God, that's crazy. Oh shit, no way, that's why. And then just having like crazy realizations and confirmations. So like, it is what it is. Shout out Loriana. All right, take your time. And yes, we still got to make a wrap. And miracles happen when you least expect it. That's a fact. I also want to announce that I do have my monthly peace report just active. All right. For those of you who are a part of the God Squad membership, the Yin Yang Master membership, God Squad YouTube membership, and Infinity Club, this is included in your membership, the monthly peace report. So you already got tickets to Leo season. All right. For those of you who are an Infinity Club, you get a free 20-minute consultation every month as well. All right. Shout out to Colby. We were just talking about delusional optimism like 10, 20 minutes ago. And this is going to be a huge superpower for the water sign energy. But what you're going to find is that it's less delusional and it's more magic. So here's the thing. To break down the transit, okay, and actually let me update the video below with the link for those of you who want to join the event. So to break down the transits a bit, I just want to let y'all know, moving forward, it's so much more serious. Look very forward to a false flag attack. There's going to be a more definitive push now that the central energies are opposite the outer planets. This is an opposition. It's a 180-degree angle that, if planets represent person, places, and things, nouns, are opposing forces. With this, the social culture developing relative to this year, and the law and mandates established. Okay. So this is where personally you have to ask yourself, how serious are you about what you're doing? And I'm going to be 100% real. I know from the outside looking in, you see someone on the internet and on the computer saying, "Oh, fuck that! No, we're screw the vacation packages. The election was stolen. Blah 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 blah." And you might think that I'm removed from real life. You know what I'm saying? And that this isn't affecting me. I love when people hit me with fallacious rhetoric. Study fallacies and rhetoric. The last 2 college classes I took in my life were 2 rhetoric classes. I was learning about how the ancient Greeks and Romans were pedophiles, basically, and groomed young men, but they also taught us the rhetoric they taught. Okay. And so I know how to break down arguments. I literally have a book I had to read. We had to literally analyze arguments. And I think it's very significant that that was the last class I took before I graduated 2020, because I can spot a fallacy from a mile away. And one of the biggest fallacious rhetoric is, oh, well, I know people who've died, so that means you're just a conspiracy theorist. Like, of course the virus is real. Oh, we know the virus is real. It was engineered. So, I don't share my business like that. So, I know somebody in Nigeria who recently passed away. She's my cousin's mother, and it was COVID related. It wasn't COVID that killed her, but COVID basically, apparently she caught it, and that led to it. So, a lot of people like to assume that I don't know people. I don't know anyone in my immediate environment, and I don't really go out that much, but I have traveled. I frequently lift, and I go to the grocery store, and I walk around my neighborhood. I don't just stay in all day. I like to give that impression, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to talk about people who died, I know people who have passed away too. I still don't change any way that I feel because I'm not fucking stupid. Okay, so I listen to people. I don't listen to respond. I listen to understand, and this helps me understand fallacies. Just because people are dying doesn't mean that this wasn't a gain of function research. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying this is I'm not saying this to be cool. I'm not saying this to trend. I really believe and walk my talk. And I really love how I'm able to use this platform to be a voice with, not for people, with people who want to speak out to the truth, because the media deception is making us look like we're in the minority. But like JP Sears even pointed out, we're in the huge majority. There's a lot more people who believe that all this is bullshit than not. When you look at polls, they are inconclusive, non-representative sample sizes to make it look like a certain amount of people believe something when the reality is totally different. That's why they're not broadcasting the protests that are happening all over Europe and in America. It goes against their agenda. So none of this is new. But the reason why I'm saying all this is not a game. Once we cross that Pluto threshold, your decision, Capricorn opposition, to maintain your sovereignty, Leo, as an individual, Aries to Cancer, will make you a target. And so if you are not about that life, if you don't want the smoke, just get the vaccine. Just get the vaccine. I am not telling anyone not to get it. I'm just being honest about what I feel with it. I'm not getting that. I will not. I think I want kids down the line. So I don't want erectile dysfunction. Like, I'm straight. Y'all will say, people will fucking be like, oh, we shouldn't test products on animals, but you'll want to do it to your children. I'm good on that. I don't believe in all this conformity, period. So if you want to take it, you should be able to take it. That's been my stance from the get-go. Anyone who wants the freedom to take it, they made that decision. Nobody is forcing you to take this vaccine yet. So, like, if you want to take it, you should be able to take it. If you don't want to take it, you shouldn't be forced. So I'm going to be 100% honest. This is not a game. I'm not doing this to get clout and to make jokes. I like to cope with memes because I'm a satirist. I love satire. I will poke fun at authority and establishment and culture and pop culture forever. I'm going to be 80 years old writing satire. It's not going to change. But I'm very serious about this. And you're going to have to take the consequence for this decision. So if you're not about that life, if you're not ready for things to be minorly inconvenienced, just conform. I'm just to be honest. Take the vaccine, believe this bullshit that they're telling you, okay? But for those of you who are ready, you need to understand that everything you went through 2020 up until now, Cancer season, is for this war that's kicking off already, but will literally heat up as we go into the fire sign of Leo, and it's going to intensify through Scorpio season. And y'all are going to be in positions where you might be inconvenienced. Some of you might not be able to travel because you didn't take it. And now your family's going to be wondering, why are you being so hard-headed? It's just a vaccine. And, I have mad Taurus energy, so I'm stubborn as fuck. People don't know I'm supernaturally stubborn, and I don't mind. But I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I can't do this anymore. No, I made that decision, and if I'm inconvenienced, I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm gonna fucking deal with it, and I'm gonna keep it moving because I know this is temporary and nothing lasts forever. So that's the most important thing as you're cultivating the mastery of your whole being. It's going to be, I think, one of the most fun summers ever, but it's about to get serious. This is not, it was never a game. It's going to be even less of a game. And I want to also dedicate this new moon to the president of Haiti, a Cancer sign. We lost another Cancer. Another man targeted. Thank God his wife didn't get killed. Another man targeted because he refused to follow the agenda. This is a leader representing Cancer who had Pluto opposite him, and Saturn in his 8th house of death and transformation King Kungs him. The dude was targeted. And I don't think it's a coincidence how him and another leader refused to get on board with vaccines, and now they're mysteriously dying. Shit's not funny. Shit's not cool. And just like he got, don't think that because you're not famous or a leader, they're not targeting you too. Just saying. You have a file on your name, period. And I'm not saying this to fearmonger you. Leo is all about courage. And we're drinking God water now. So I just feel bad for anybody trying to mess with you. But moment of silence, okay, to unfortunately the president who got murdered in cold blood for standing up for good principles, for being a good man, for being sincere, for doing what he was supposed to do. That's not supposed to happen. And we just continue to intend that justice is served. Please remember that the people reporting the news in the mainstream are not telling you the truth. So there are victories being made, but your victories aren't being broadcasted. Your victories are being made to look like failures. And unless you know who you are, the Bible says those who know their God, the deception will be so great in the end times that even the elect may be deceived, but those who know their God will do exploits. The angels are going to be ministering in the last days, okay? And there's going to be so much false prophets. You know someone is a false prophet because they're putting out maybe even true information that's just half true, but they're doing it for clout. They're doing it for notoriety. They're doing it so that they could be known. Unlike those who are doing it to outreach and to connect and to network and to make sure that, you know, everyone's represented. All right. There's nothing wrong with notoriety. There's everything wrong with desiring it so much that you forget what you're doing for. But it is, if you even ever had a plan. But be very mindful, because the deception is going to be even greater, because people know how to tell you what they want to hear. People know how to tell you things that pander to you. And it's not about what someone is saying. It's about the spirit behind what someone is doing and saying. By their fruit, ye shall know them. Okay, so look at their fruit. Other than that, I wanted to at least share first that things are going to get a little bit more difficult because you've cultivated and set up your individuality now to be tested through the fire. And it's one thing to feel very strongly about what you believe, but when personally you are confronted by a collective of other people who ridicule you for that, are you going to fold like 6ix9ine? Or are you not going to fold like Shoddy? Fun fact, he snitched in the year of the rat. Are you going to fold or are you not? And a lot of people are going to fold. And that's because they don't have courage. A lot of you won't fold. Uh-oh. Oops. a lot of you won't fold. And that's mainly because you know what you're fighting for. All right. Don't think you're not at war because you're not busting guns. This is a psychological, intellectual, spiritual war. Before bombs are thrown and guns are thrown, we've been in the midst of civil war all over the world for a while now. So the good news is that because you've set yourself up for success, all you need to do is make it to Leo season and your victory transit will begin, where you'll make it to Sagittarius, cross the finish line. All right. Well, you cross the finish line, Leo, but you celebrate up until Sag, and then you climb the mountain, Capricorn season, and you start all over again. And this is where, okay, rest in peace to Nipsey. You really want to pay close attention to what the energy you're cultivating within will be set to reveal. Listen to that inner voice. And yeah, outside of that, let's get started this water ritual. So I'm gonna play another unreleased song. And while I'm doing that, I want you to contemplate very seriously what it is you want to manifest, what intentions and seeds you're sowing, and what you're ready to charge your water with. I'm going to get my water and we're going to get started. And let's do this. Everywhere I look, man, everywhere I go, it's like everywhere. All I see is goofies. Talking out your mouth, you don't know what you're saying. When you talk, you just really sound goofy. Yuck, 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 yuck. Oh, goofy ass niggas. Yuck, 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 yuck. Oh, goofy. Hilarious. Man, everywhere I look, now you cry. Everywhere I look, man, everywhere I go, it's like everywhere. All I see is goofies. Talking out your mouth, you don't know what you're saying. When you talk, you just really sound goofy. Yuck, 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 yuck. Oh, goofy ass niggas. Yuck, 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 yuck. Oh, goofy ass bitches. Niggas fake woke, acting like they conscious. Losers make excuses, kings make deposits. Men dating women, but they using simp logic. You ain't a pimp, bitch, is still tricking me. God, bought her a bird. Okay, only thing I buy her is time with another girl. Slurp, put them on the track, now they working. And after they through, they giving me the money they collected from you. Y'all be kicking fits, how sensitive. Y'all hypocrites, I don't give a little shit. No, everybody love the flow and open their mouth, but little anybody know. Yo, the same niggas rapping about the cars that they roll in, probably the same thinking the election wasn't stolen. Like how everything you say so bogus, got a nigga feeling so hopeless. Because everywhere I look, man, everywhere I go, it's like everywhere. All I see is goofy. Talking out your mouth, I don't know what you saying. When you talk, you just really sound goofy ass nigga. Yeah. Oh, goofy ass niggas. Yeah. Oh, goofy ass bitches. This one's for the ladies. Tricksters. Still on Instagram taking pictures with your filters. Taking hours getting ready with your clip-ins. For a nigga that just wanna put the tip in. Let him come over. And then he came in you. Said he raised the baby. Then that nigga dissed you for a new chick. She went live and dissed you. Now you crying telling everybody what you been through. This one for the hoes that don't need a man. With your GoFundMe and your OnlyFans. Everybody want the money, but work time come, they start acting like some dummies. Funny, the same woman bragging about they fake butt and veneers. Probably the same thinking the virus wasn't engineered. Like how everything you do bogus. Still got a nigga feeling hopeless. Because everywhere I look, man, everywhere I go, it's like everywhere. All I see is goofies. Talking out your mouth, you don't know what you saying. When you talk, you just really sound goofy. Yuck. Oh, Oh, goofy ass niggas.
Yo, that song is retarded.
Oh, goofy ass bitches.
I got the video and everything. Shout out to Callie. She's a makeup artist. I'm going to be in a goofy outfit in a tricycle, and I'm going to make that whole song. Shout out to Foster Division. He going to shoot it. That is retarded. That is track 3 off the Gemini EP. So stay tuned. I would have leaked the track with Cito, but that full the full track isn't ready yet. But yeah, y'all. So here's the water. Thank y'all for checking that out. Thank you. I wanted more of a smooth song. That was a bit more of a asshole song, but that was really the only finished preview I have. You know what though? I'm gonna play one more song by Enoch Media that I'm featured on. I'm gonna do that near the end after this ritual. That one's for the Geminis. But personally, that one's a feel-good song. Personally, thank you, AM. Shout out to the Leos. I think Leo got it this year. I'm not gonna lie. Leos are about to just bust out like, I think you bitches forgot I'm the main character. Okay, it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. I think Leos are making the comeback. Leos and Aquariuses, but we'll see. We'll see. This is it's gonna be crazy. This is the summer of petty, the bloody summer. Like, it's gonna be amazing. So we're gonna charge this water. Okay. Right now, I would like for all of us. G1, no. Actually, I want to say I'm stuck, but I do everything on my own, so I don't really reach out to people. I don't promote my music. I haven't reached out to a tour manager. I haven't necessarily put my music on playlists or what I'm doing here. So I'm going to work on doing that. I'm not even sure where to start when it comes with investing, but yeah, definitely love to talk with you more about that. And I still have the business energetics email you gave. I'm finally going to fill it out. But other than that, I want you to feel yourself connecting with everyone else's energy. I want you to, in your mind's eye, imagine we're all holding hands and we're all partying, drinking our water in a room. Valting, please go ahead. You are definitely you definitely have permission. I would be honored. Okay. And thank you, Mark. So personally, I'm starting to feel the connectivity. We have some powerful water signs. But yeah, other than that, after you feel yourself connected to basically, this is just like a subconscious intent to just at an unconscious level connect. You don't even have to do this. I just like to do it. And now I want you to program your water. You can say, I'm going to say, I am limitless. I am limitless. I am limitless. You can say whatever though. And what we're going to do is I'm going to find a song I can play so we can charge it with some music. This one, stay to the next. I ain't from this planet. Don't make me pay some Dolo. Don't make me play some Flight Boss. I play the same 5 songs over and over. Don't nobody care why you mad. I know what I'll play. Shout out to Siggy. So I want you to just charge your intent. When you're done, we'll take 10 breaths. And yeah. I haven't.
I ain't into letting these hoes stay. We ain't fucking without no foreplay. As the rich get richer, we make the poor pay. Opportunity knocking, I let the door sway. Tell your less B's and C's and please more A's. I'd rather break down a brick in at least 4 ways. Now we killing each other, that's not my forte. What I think that we need is a little more yay. Jesus Christ, you took a teenage life. We need more warm cups, no more strays. Disrespect on the hate and respect more gay.
We want to use music because it carries a powerful vibration.
I work more when I get more pay. I haven't showered in like 4 days. Well, I got that.
I'm gonna do 3 songs.
I haven't showered in like 4 days.
They shadow banned me.
Fuck you about with giving the wrong route. Children will die if you are emotionless. Ain't no more, but we got a full house. Please send my condolences to the
Shout out to Esco.
I'm way too black. Always giving a shit. You don't know what a colon is. These fucking ops invading my mama home. I think that was Trump tapped my Obama phone. Yeah, I'm way too black. Keep going, Siggy, cause you my favorite 8. That was a text from 2088. And I'm selfish when I push your word to Janae. Say your girl is together and now the bitch on the way. Usually don't call one of them bitches, but I'm kind of vicious. So these niggas kind of snitches, so my gun's kind of crooked. And they ain't on my waist, but they punch your face. Ben and Jerry, icy for your cream and dairy. Pretty legendary, and I'm just a dumb ass, squeezing dumb ass. And you all spending dumb cash, hey. I'm way too black, can't see me in the dark. My smile is a rap, nigga. Way too black, like getting stopped by the cops and not knowing if I'm gonna get a ticket or a shot. Before Amber taught you how to be a bad bitch, I was bad bitch with a bad bitch, far from average. Way too black, like dog, what are those? And everybody wanna be black, that's how the game goes. Too black.
2 more songs.
Denying myself.
Keep charging that water. Keep charging that water.
For example, I love Nirvana and Deftones, and you prescribe to.
Unfortunately,
black is.
I can't necessarily show videos because then YouTube will flag my channel.
Being free and true to yourself, and not trying to fit the mold.
Unfortunately, I already have 1 strike. So if I like show videos, they'll think that I'm like pirating stuff. This is all on SoundCloud, and someone requested Water Cycle by Dolo, so let's do it. We're gonna play 1 more song after this, take 10 breaths, and then drink.
You know, I've been saying that fantasize, I've been thinking, but I think I've been thinking a little too much.
Flex.
And I fantasy just turns into an illusion.
Yeah.
I gotta find my way out of this life. I gotta find my way out of this crowd. Shit getting foggy. It's like lost. I've been good. Call me up now, girl. Don't even call it juice. Telling me big, hold me with the rendezvous. I'ma tell you now, girl. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. What kind of shit you like, girl? Is it a size 6? And you ain't had a bag, girl. Till you like this. Fight boss, looking for some work. That's a thing. On the ride, girl, gotta step your way. The spirit fucked up, just tell me what happened, please. You're rather for the bags if you already had Why bother? From everybody out here screaming, I bother. Just had a thought when I looked at my daughter. Life is a vibe, you know the high waters. Yeah, we got to make it to a cloud. Just gave a bitch, gave a time to take a bow. Just run up down, really make me smile. This fucking feeling you be doing all the time. Wild passion, look when it's you, I'm a professional chiropractor. I'm a rub you up and down. Spiritual nature is the sex out of the love is down. I wanna know, and that person doing suicide like a fabulous house. Don't matter what you get now, when I'm traveling along.
We have 3 songs together. Dolo and I have 3 songs. one is officially released too on Spotify.
Spirits going up when it's going down. It's confused that spirits going fishing going around and around and around and around. My bother from everybody out just my bother. Just got it done.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna play one more song.
Yeah, you got to read it to a crowd. Just gave an inch and you try to take a bow. Just when I'm down, girl, you really made me smile. This fucking feeling you were going round and round.
All right, feel it.
Man, I'm watching the Grammys as we speak, man.
Make sure you check that one out. That's a classic. Shout out to Josh Brown of Rare Individuals. Shout out to the heavy heads.
You turn the beat up a little bit, drink that for me, man. Not too much stuff. Yeah. Rather be a war hawk than to be a world star. It'll piss the world off while you just piss your girl off. This is your career, dog. You should take a year off. I'm being sincere, damn me, I can hear. Rather be George Condo, chillin' in the condo. Rather be Bongo, riding in the Lambo. Wish I could combo with Roscoe and Pablo. Ricardo, he's getting bitchy, Leonardo. Woo! Product of the culture, ain't the status quo. Basquiat my persona. Hunter de la Foya, with Andy's my coda. He say I didn't want you. Shout out to Aaron Porter. It's the dark skinned prince now. Where's my Apollonia? I don't talk, I'd rather show ya. Puffin' on the doja. Know why? Culture.
And you feel that the public places held in your house?
No.
Why not?
What kind of thought about it?
It doesn't involve you at all.
No.
Yeah.
They've shown a lack of appreciation for what pop art means.
Yeah.
And if you think that pop art has sort of reached the point where it's becoming repetitious now,
Yes.
do you think it should break away from being pop art?
No.
Are you just going to carry on?
Yes.
All right, I actually put the links to those songs. Thank you, Fun Scene. For any of y'all who want to check those tracks out, I just put the links to those. They're SoundCloud tracks. You can refresh the page, and yeah. So now that we've charged this water, if any of you want to keep charging, you do it anytime you want. Now we're gonna take 10 deep breaths and connect our energy in. We're gonna breathe in satisfaction, and you're gonna literally breathe in the manifestation of the feeling of what you're manifesting. And then you're gonna breathe out gratitude. As we're all connected, we're gonna do this 10 times. Then we're gonna take a sip, all right? Or you can drink as much as you want. And we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. I want to breathe down your diaphragm, actually. Uno. 2. 3.
5, 6, 'Shout out to Super Hot Fire. 7, Soulja Boy was the first rapper to ever beat Super Hot Fire in the battle rap. Fun fact. Super Hot is still the GOAT though. 7, 8. Oh shit, this is 9. 8. My bad. 10. All right. Let's do this. Congratulations. You are now a drinker of God water. And the key to this, right, is that the reason why this works is repetition and consistency is the mastery of magic. It's actually one of the 4 axes of, it's actually one of the 4 parts of magic, the 4 axes of magic. Virgo is repetition and consistency. You're taking an idea in Gemini and you're repeating. Working out is magic. Whenever you work out, you're actually using the magic of repetition, consistency through building discipline and all that. So because you're going to keep taking a sip every day, the water you have charged keeps the vibration of this energy that you charged it in. We know Dr. Emoto proved this. You can even put words and attach them here. So here's the thing. I'm going to share some messages. The first is that your supernatural abilities are going to rapidly develop. It's a blossoming. Everything up until now was sowing the seeds. Taurus season, it broke through the earth, and now it's blossoming through Leo. 2, do not change your energetic state when you hear telepathic psychic projections. You are going to be triggering inferiority and insecurity in those who are projecting at you, and they just want your reaction. So you're not going to be fake and be like, I'm not going to get angry. In fact, if you're an Aries, get mad. If you're an Aries, you're going to get irritated. Just release it. When you feel it, release it. But for everyone else, like, peep it for what it is, because it's just for your attention. Okay, so keep that in mind, because you will actually be reprogramming, like, your response to that by honestly just being detached is going to piss the hell off of those projecting at you, because unconsciously they want a reaction. So when they don't get what they want, you're literally putting them in their place, and you're going to see the uglier side of them come out, and you're going to see that it's just a projection. It has nothing to do with you. So the moment you react to it, you're inserting yourself into something that has nothing to do with you. Now, I have Mars in Aries. And if you have Mars in Aries is a little petty. It's like, bitch, I'm just going to say the last word because fuck you, bitch. And like, you can't really stop yourself and be like, Mars in Aries is so instinctual. Aries energy is so instinctual. When it happens, just release it. Don't keep it up, right? You don't want you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're actually changing your state because of someone else's insecurity that has nothing to do with you. Okay. Oh yes, the best 5 minutes of your life. Other than that though, it's very, very important, okay, because personally, moving forward with the development of these supernatural abilities, there's going to be so many people from your past who come back. I mentioned this before. That is not a lie. You're going to have people coming back because they want to use you. I'm going to just be completely honest. It's the Chiron square, it's the Pluto opposition, it's the Saturn quincunx, and it's the subsequent Saturn opposition when we're in Leo season. And these people won't even hide the fact that they're fake as hell. And this is a test. Leo square Uranus and Taurus is testing how much do you value yourself in the face of those who want to leverage their clout and notoriety for your respect. Because some people will know they're being disrespectful, but they're like, I know more people than you. I'm more famous than you. You're going to change your mind because you want me to be your friend. And they're going to be surprised when they're like, I don't need you. No, that's not you. You keep that same energy. You're not even sorry. Goodbye, bitch. And it's going to really blow their mind because you're standing up for your value, period. There are people who, you know, maybe wouldn't care for it, but because they can gain something from that person, they'll pretend to. Don't. Okay, trust me here. Don't let yourself get used. Any Aries energy, North Node, Mars, the Aries will be instinctual, but don't necessarily, okay, get perturbed by people who will even act like or want to get in your good graces because they see that you're glowing up. You are going to glow up this Leo season. It's going to be noticeable. And people are going to feel like they lost access to you, especially as the universe is going to send to you new relationships with people who match your vibrational state. And they're going to look like they're further on than you, but they're here to reflect, no, you're at that level too. And so these people are going to see like, oh, this person talks to this person now. Oh, let me see if I can get back in their good graces. And this is not about being petty. This isn't about tit for tat. You must respect your boundaries. Saturn is 8th house to Cancer, Sun of boundaries. Neptune is 8th house to Leo of boundaries. And it'll be very shady, where people are going to act like they care about you. But if they cared about you, they would be checking up on you now in Cancer season while you're getting psychically attacked, not psychically attacking you because they're insecure as fuck. So keep that in mind. You have no idea how many people want to be you, but will never admit that. You have no idea how many people are jealous that you have the freedom to express your true beliefs. They're terrified of speaking how they feel because they don't want to lose this many followers, or they don't want to lose these friends, or they don't want to lose these fake friends. So like, their problems are not your problems. Okay. The next thing that I want to share is that you are stepping into a literal new way to use your powers. That's what the new moon in Cancer is for. And so this new way isn't even so much a new way as much as it is an amalgamation or integration of every single ability and skill that you've learned up until now. It's all going to combine together and it's going to create a new ability. Is it a new ability? No, it's the ability that you've always done before you incarnated. But when you incarnated, it fractalized and you compressed all your energy. And then you had to go through a Saturn return for 30 years where you're coming back into, let's just say, they're facets of your soul that you couldn't process as a baby. So you had to seal some energy away. You had to literally, when you zip a file, you compress it. The reason why you compress it is that you're taking what's not needed and you're pushing it to lower the space. Every baby does that. And 30 years, the Saturn return represents the decompression of all your latent abilities through life lessons and karma. Bam, your power returns. And then over the next 30 years, it starts to blossom. And then you step into new levels of power. And then you go on to the next life. And whether you decompress it or not, it is what it is. So you're going to step into a remembrance. This is going to be weird. You're going to remember something new that you haven't done before in this life, but you always have been. It's tied into who you are deep within. Now, some of you are being revealed aspects of yourself that you refuse to accept because you feel like it's too big for you. Okay. Some of you, the universe knows that the concept of you that you're understanding is closely related to the human concept of God. And so the universe is trying to show some of you that, like, hey, like, you're like God, or you're God, right? Are you God? No. But conceptually, right, the human concept of God is the closest understanding to this higher celestial understanding of yourself. And so it's going to unpack. Right now, maybe the universe is bringing archetypes that you resonate with, and then it's going to slowly but surely individualize into who you really are. The reason why I'm saying you're not God is because God is a human-made concept, and you're not a human-made concept. God is the human-made concept to symbolize an almighty being. To call yourself that is an understatement. And so in the awakening process, it's very common to see people attach to this God or to that God. And that's like training wheels. It's like some of you may have to literally build a God complex so that you can confront your shadow and like realize, okay, I'm deifying myself so that I can raise my confidence, but I don't need to do that. I can be comfortable in my own humanness. But for some of you, you may need that as training wheels. The training wheels are coming off. So this is where I'm saying, like, some of you are getting in your own way because the universe is like, no, you're that bitch. Like, you're the most powerful person in this room. And you're making yourself believe like, oh, I'm being arrogant, but your own actions are proving it. You're the only one in that room doing something unique where everyone is making the free will decision to conform. And I'm not saying like you're better than other people, just statistically, just factually, you know, look to the little things, not the big things, not what the big ideas people are saying. Look to the little things, look to the small words people are saying and how they say it. It's going to reveal everything. Okay, so you really want to embrace this because you're going to start to feel it. And this feeling is going to guide you forward. We're going to step into the third quarter square, or really the first quarter square in Libra, where you're going to take this new energy signature and balance it with other people and their energy signatures. And then we're going to step into the full moon in Aquarius, 1 degree. And we're going to have our monthly peace report tickets in the description box below. You do not want to miss this. I got Astara Interstellar. All right. And I got Aquarian High Priestess. Karen and Thomas, they are legit. All right. Thomas is like a king of human design and gene keys, and he's just like way too wise for his own good. I'm not gonna be honest. He's like one of the secret weapons on our team, and y'all already know. I don't know if, for those of you who are OGs, you already know Karen is legit. Like I've done talks with Karen. Like she's an Aquarius goddess. She's an Aquarian high priestess. You don't want to miss this. For those of you who tuned into the Cancer monthly peace report, that was like a 4-hour event. You know that was legit. We had, of course, the Crystal Colorist and New Age Jaw. They killed it. So, you know, this is going to be dope. Tickets are down below. And if you are a part of the membership, Yin Yang Master God Squad or Infinity Club, you already got a link to it. I'm going to post that close to when we start. This is going to be on the 24th, 5 p.m. PST. All right, on a Saturday. So yeah, boom, you really don't want to miss this. I'm going to give detailed analysis on what your glow up is. Basically, I'm going to break down Leo season. And the reason why it's a celestial glow up is because 2008, okay, before Saturn went into Virgo and Libra, 2010 when Saturn was in Libra, 2005, Saturn was in Leo. And so it's not just Saturn in Aquarius. We're stepping into the first Leo season since Leo had Saturn in it. Now it's opposite in Aquarius. So this is a celestial glow up. You're going to glow up like never before. And it's a cumulative glow up since Saturn has gone from Leo to Aqua to completed. So this is very important. Neptune is going to be King Kungsing. And most importantly, we're going to have the Uranus square. Uranus is 10th house to Leo. A lot of you are going to unexpectedly be famous. And I'm saying that because 10th house is reputation, and the unexpected And so this is going to blow yourself up. Why? Because you're glowing up. You are aligning in your heart this energy signature and understanding yourself in a new way. So back to really accepting who you are. A lot of you, when you attach your identity to religious figures and gods that you read in religion, you are actually putting yourself in a box. You're not these gods. You are not these gods. Like some of you think you're Hermes, some of you think you're Aphrodite. You are literally underestimating yourself when you say that. It's more accurate to say Hermes is you. Okay, like some of you might have taught these ancient beings. So it's very common for people who are awakening to attach their identity. Thank you. Like Nas said, they're just aspects of you, right? So I'm not saying this to say you're not this. I'm saying think bigger. Who you really are is bigger than those concepts that were worshipped in the ancients. There's a whole new pantheon of gods being born. So like, don't get so attached to the past. You're representing a new concept. And like, if you're attaching to this old, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when I say that I'm Archangel Michael, that's just an aspect of me. That's not really the full totality of who I am. That's just an aspect of my spirit. My sun is in Gemini, where Aldebaran is. That's the Archangel star, acapella, right? That's Archangel Michael. That's where my sun is, angel, right? Greatest angel, Cat Moon. So, but that's not really all I am. That's my first house. That's how I identify. That's the messenger. I'm the aspect of God in that fashion. But you're way, that's still a third dimensional mindset. You're way deeper than all that. So who you are that no one knows is even more significant than what people may think God is. Just know that we're all aspect of the source, and don't feel like you have to attach to being a god just because you think, you know what I'm saying? Like that it deifies you. You're actually lessening yourself by attaching to that. That doesn't mean you still won't have correlation. Some of you are incarnates or have maybe some of you are ruled by that being. So like you have connections to them, but I just want to make sure we're clear about that. And other than that, yeah, the most important thing I would say is that you personally are stepping into the glow up of a lifetime and finishing Cancer season. Now that we're in the 20 degrees, you're going to be mastering the infusion of your psychic energy signature and understanding of how to feel who you are at a deep level and bring that feeling to fuel life force energy, kundalini, and supernatural abilities. Because now we're in the second season of 2021, where the first season you activated your superpowers. Well, season 2, you're mastering your superpowers. Season 3, you're going on an adventure with that bitch. You're going to go see the world with your superpowers. And listen, you're dealing with a lot of people who are fucking insecure. Excuse my language. So like, instead of being honest and telling you how they feel, they're just going to disrespect you because they're insecure. Like they have so much pride, they can't lower themselves to out of this figurative height they put themselves in to look at you equally. And so don't tolerate disrespect. You don't have to acknowledge people who are not willing to look at you eye to eye, period. Until they stop lowering themselves and come back up equal, they may think they're higher, but they're lowering themselves. So don't entertain that. Don't feel like you have to compromise with people who deliberate whether to respect you or not. Just tell them to suck your dick. And if you're a woman, tell them to suck your dick. Like it's so simple. But other than that, let us welcome Maggie to Yin Yang Master. She has upgraded. She's going to get a link to the webinar when we are live. Okay. So I have 2 more very important channel messages. Okay. Some of you have unconsciously been a part of a celestial galactic federation or group based on this Earth and in other star systems. All right. You may have been doubting this your whole life, but you've seen synchronicities. And I want you to think of a movie where like you're the last member recruited. Shout out to XOILIOX to the Yin Yang Master. Welcome, 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 welcome to the gang. Welcome to the club. Okay. The webinar is the price of Yin Yang Master. Yin Yang Master is $24.99. And the monthly webinar is $24.99. So if you join the membership every month, you'll get it, or you can just get the webinar every month, or you can just get it this month. But yeah, other than that, this is very important. Let's get it. Shout out the pump. Because, you know, your awakening of this is going to sense, it's going to awaken you to the sense 8 connection that you've had with certain other soulmates, where at a vibrational or physical level, you're connected with these people, because in a third dimensional realm, you're under the illusion of separation, but you're actually not ever separate. So you definitely want to keep this in mind personally, because this, now that you're tapping into your energy signature, is going to help you see, coming into Leo, your role in this group mission. Okay, I want you to think of it as like, imagine you realize you neuralized yourself. You were actually a Men in Black agent, but you neuralized yourself before you incarnated. And now the black suits, now that you're awakening, are here to take you back. And, you know, a lot of you may have been dreaming of this your whole life, only to realize that you're that. You've always been that. Like, in fact, your unconscious has been, a lot of you are going to realize that you've been in the middle of battle unconsciously. Consciously, you're focused on whatever 3D stuff that you may not really see. Like the Matrix. There we go. Just like the Matrix. It's like you're just going to be at work and then you realize, oh shit, am I being targeted by agents? Oh my God, I'm going to be targeted by agents. Oh my gosh, what the hell is going on? And you're gonna start to realize, oh, that conversation I had last week wasn't just a conversation. We were actually having a boss battle. What the fuck? And we're literally days away from the first boss battle, the opposition to Pluto. And this boss battle represents the cumulative setup of your individuality against the collective authority and force that forces an ultimatum on you. Are you going to live true to yourself, or are you going to conform? That's the first boss battle. The second boss battle is the square and Libra season, where you're connecting with like minds to go up against another collective social group similar to the elections last year. And then the third boss battle is where you connect with your guild and you confront the authority that's making you make this decision now. In Capricorn season. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to share. You're going to start to, as you tap more into your energy signature, be way more aware of the unconscious soul guidance that will really help you understand more the meaning of your interactions with others and how you've been on your mission. That was the A point. The B point to this is a lot of you have been using your superpowers, but you haven't been aware, because especially for some of you whose moon or sun is in like the last 6 zodiac signs, but your sun and moon is in the first zodiac signs. Some of you, especially if it's the moon in the last half and the sun in the first half, but it works the other way around. It's just the sun in the last half will actually be aware of it. But for those of you who some of you are not able to be aware of what you're doing because your unconscious energy vibrates beyond the third dimension. For example, some of you have Pisces moons. And if you don't have a sun in Pisces, your soul's not here. Your soul is an aspect of an astral realm that's outside of this reality. That's why y'all are the most misunderstood souls. People think you're delusional, but you're not even here for real. Like, you're literally feeling phenomena that's metaphysical. And so if you have a sun in Aries to Leo especially, you're not going to be aware that your soul is literally trolling you, showing you synchronicities, like you're interacting with the aspect of yourself that's outside of reality. And that's very difficult. You're going to start to be aware of this now. And it's going to be insane. It's going to actually challenge your mental health in a good way. Let's welcome Vaulting to the Yin Yang Master. Yeah. And it's going to be slow and sure. It's going to master itself through Leo season in Virgo season. So take your time with it. And you're going to be more and more every day, the more you tap into your inner feeling and your inner answers what you've been doing since birth. And a lot of coincidences you had will not look like coincidences anymore. The second message that I want to say is this is a counterattack. So it's going to get more difficult. But now that we're stepping into the social axis, all the people who've been projecting, all the archetypes and energies who've been giving you a hard time, now you get to give them a hard time because you're going to glow up. And the greatest revenge is success. So the more work you're putting in on yourself and them seeing you and projecting stuff and it's not working, it's going to really hurt them deeply inside. And you have to really understand the psychology of insecurity. Someone who is secure in themselves doesn't care if other people win or lose because they're secure in themselves. If they see somebody win, it's like, nice, that person's doing good for themselves. It's so simple. If they see that person losing, it's not going to really affect them unless they have a vested interest in you. They might even help you. Someone who is insecure wants to see you fail. And so because they're insecure, they are vibrationally reactive to your vibration. Whereas someone secure can be securing yourself in themselves and allow you to do what you're doing. They're secure in themselves. It's not going to affect them. You can say something. You can call me a nigger. I'm not even going to lie. Someone can call me a nigger and I'm going to laugh at that shit because I know where you're coming from. If you're saying that to hurt me, I'm going to think that's hilarious because in your psychology, you think a word you say can hurt me. Like not a lot of people are not secure like that. And so they're going to get triggered. What did you call me? When if you think about it, why would I let my emotional state get affected by some dumb shit you say? This is psychological. So really keep that in mind. It's not a placebo thing where you're trying to pretend you're not offended. You just really need to like peep game because the only reason why people react is because they're insecure. If someone is secure in themselves, they're not going to react to what you say. They're going to respond confidently and be like, hey, this is what you believe, but this is what I believe. And it is what it is. When you deal with someone who is demon possessed, insecure, or a puppet for negativity, the light of your vibration instinctually hurts them because it shines light at their own bullshittery or effery. I made up that word. And so at an instinctual level, they're reacting. And what are they reacting to? What are they reacting with? Their negative vibes. That's what you feel. That's not some of you are mistaking that for your own feelings. When someone, like, honestly, we're the only civilization that thinks we're cool by hurling negative epithets. It's the dumbest shit ever. And Pluto and Capricorn is taking every single cultural significant impact since 1776 and throwing it in the fucking trash. I mean, we have whole civilizations built on small talk. It's the dumbest shit ever. It's the dumbest shit ever. Okay, so think about that. Like in this world, you'll get mad and you'll hurl an insult to somebody and feel like you did anything. If an alien was watching you, they'd laugh at your ass. Oh my God, that person got in their feelings and then they said a word that in their mind means something bad. And in their head, they feel like because they said that to that other person is supposed to feel bad. All these humans are so hilarious. Like deconstruct the most common shit people do when they get in their feelings, the dumbest shit ever. So really think about that, okay? Like, it's your decision to let someone's projection not only get to you, but for you to acknowledge it. When you see it for what it is, okay? Now, I'm not talking about if someone crosses the line. If somebody comes up and smacks you in the face, all right, there's a way you can turn the other cheek and not be a bitch. But I have Mars and Aries. Like, I'm kicking you in the nuts. Like, it is. I'm protecting my physical. I'm protecting my temple. Okay, I'm going to self-defend myself and smack Earth, Wind, and Fire back. But outside of that, okay, like, don't let the petty stuff get to you. Anyone who's reacting instinctually out of insecurity, let them be insecure. Just be like, oh, are you mad? I'm not going to argue with you. You mad. You mad, baby. Hey, when you want to grow up and be secure in yourself, we can have a mature adult conversation. When you want to actually say a logically sound argument that's not filled with fallacies because you're in your feelings, I'm here. We can talk. You know, I'm a Gemini. I love to talk. Like, we can talk about it. Okay. And like, that's it. That's it. That's literally it. And keep it moving. And keep it moving. Or laugh directly in their face. That's a public exorcism. That positive energy will bring the negativity out, and you'll see the demon in their face, like literally, a lot. And some people would call that, you know, some psychological malady. It's a demon. It's an impurity. All right, but other than that, and yes, quantum love is right. Nothing wrong with feelings. Embrace your feelings. Just don't get in your feelings when people trigger you. All right, unless you have to resolve certain things. So other than that. The last thing that I want to say is with Jupiter and Pisces, you're getting ready. Facts. A lot of people underestimate this because it's your ego. Don't let people roll over you, but it's your ego that makes you feel like you have to do anything about it. You really don't. The moment you're giving someone your time, you're wasting yours. So you really literally can walk away and be like, you know, I could whoop your ass right now, but you're not worth my time. And some people may call you a coward, but that doesn't mean you're a coward unless you run away, right? And you're trying to avoid it. But, you know, not investing your time in bullshit is a flex. It's a literal flex. Like, it doesn't mean you're a coward unless you're running away from conflict. But don't let people waste your time, okay? Don't let your ego feel like you have to prove yourself to anybody, because you don't, okay? Other than that, embrace the projection of people's insecurities, because they're going, once they start to see that what they've been doing isn't working in Leo season, you're glowing up. It's gonna bring out that ugly side that they've been suppressing, and now you'll be able to directly confront it. And they're gonna have to find out the hard way that while they've been hating, you've been awakening. You've been working on yourself. You smart. You loyal. You're cool. All right. Shout out to DJ Khaled. And shout out to Kobe. That's a fact. All right. I'm going to play, shout out to Enoch Media. I'm going to play a song he put out called Gemini. This is specifically for the Geminis. And yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Know that we are star-crossed, really thinking about you, I keep you in you. Really thinking about rescue. Every look we share got me holding on.
Y'all love doing that. Thank you, Jennifer.
Know that we are star-crossed, really thinking about you, I keep you in you.
Shout out to Enoch.
Really thinking about rescue.
Interesting.
Really. Know that we are star-crossed, really thinking about you, I keep you in you. Really thinking about rescue. Every look we share got me holding on my breath right. Woo! You know I don't put much ego in a cast to recall as the twin things show. Nothing that I can say, wouldn't have it any other way. 0 to 100, anyway. Talking about those baby music. Now we in no bounds, making sweet sound. Making you up to love down. You also really got me saying, wouldn't have it any other way. When I get game to play, when you do it like I can't be played. Love the jam, and I can see the jam in you. When we get down,
Yeah. Okay. Like Bonnie and Clyde, like Jada and Styles. Keeping the peace, still getting it wild. Got the grace of a child and the sharpness of a shooter. We always waste the time, but we'll never lie to you. It's the breath of fresh air that you never asked for, but you realize you need it and now you want more. Register our essence, got way more in store. Yeah, change with your spirit, so we'll never be poor. It's the truth. Listen real closely if you want to see the proof. Your ears are your eyes are your soul. We fighting for our freedom, the battle for control. They play it off like it isn't on. It's absurd. You gotta stay ready with your sword. That's the word. Never change up. Don't conform to the herd. Never be getting pennies, but even as a nerd. That was non sequitur. Ain't nobody better, bro. People want the truth, but they still shoot the messenger. Fear got a stranglehold on them like a wrestler. They run away from what they not see like Henry Kissinger. And yeah, it's the truth. Listen real closely if you want to see the proof. Your ears are your eyes are your soul. We fighting for our freedom, the battle for control. They play it off like it isn't on. It's absurd. You gotta stay ready with your sword. That's the word. Never change up. Don't conform to the herd. Be true to yourself.
Fly away like a bird. You know what? This song is unreleased. All the unreleased songs that you heard are not mastered for audio quality. These are not like the final songs. But let me see. I do have a released version of this song with just Enoch. I think he gave me the link to that. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link to that on the description below. Y'all should definitely show him love. He's definitely legit. And the song is called Gemini. So I have now just put the link there. Bet. All right. Once again, be very, very mindful of the psychological mind games that certain people will play with you leading up to Scorpio season. Be very mindful of what and how people say what they say just to get a reaction from you. Remember that your attention is valuable. And if you're going to react to somebody, make sure they at least deserve it. So don't be so quick to react to slick things people say, because that's the only way that you would ever even acknowledge them. That's the only reason why they're saying it. It's insecurity. Let people say what they want. This is just bait to get you to react, okay? And if they're not worth it, the only thing you need to let them know is that they can suck your dick. I'm promising you. That's, first of all, that's an honor. Not everyone can suck your dick, okay? Or your clit and ovaries. But ladies, don't tell people to suck your clit. Tell them to suck your dick. And not everyone has that honor. So like, they shouldn't even be complaining. Other than that, whew, thank y'all for rocking out with me. And once again, from Cancer season to Capricorn season is the other side of the zodiac. This is taking the setup from the first four, especially signs, and putting you in a position to master and ascend. Master through Virgo and ascend through Sagittarius. And outside of that, you're going to see a rapid development of these abilities and how you integrate celestial influence and contact in your war against these dark forces. Don't forget, this is a revolution. We are responding to tyranny. May the force be with you. May the truth be with you always. Shout out to Alex Jones. I think we all owe Alex Jones an apology for just kind of being on point the whole time. But it is what it is. Y'all stay blessed as always. All right. Shout out to Hank. And shout out to Michi, shout out to Malibu, shout out to Maggie, shout out to Theresa, shout out to Loriana, shout out to all of you. And yeah, until next time.